Hello, everyone, and welcome to another fabulous Friday with the Couch Potato Queens. The OGs back together again, baby. This is our first time, all three of us, on the pod in a minute.
It is.
It is.
Quite a while. So, of course, I am your host, Sam Meyer, co-founder of the Couch Potato Queens, Detroit legendary comedian. Next up, of course, she knows it all. It's Miss Alex Knows It All, another Detroit comedy staple. How are you, baby?
I'm so good. I'm feeling a headache coming on, but I think it's because I ate too much cake.
Ooh, love that for you. Next up, Detroit daddy, feeling very yas, very slay. It's Josh Mendelson. How are you?
I'm doing good, girl. How you doing?
I am so amped up. I feel like I have a sugar rush after this Lollapalooza. I love a lip sync episode. Did it unpredictably? I think so. But it was still, well, we'll get into it. Before that, pull up that banner and let the people know if you are not following us, if you are not liking this video, if you are not subscribed to our content, what are you doing? Make sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and our channel here, Hannies. And now let's get into it, y'all. Before we get into the episode, there was an interesting piece of news. Hello, Madame Caliente. We do need to get into these lip syncs, but first, I want to talk about Cornbread's statement that she will not be returning for season 15 and that it wasn't her choice.
What? No way. That happened?
That is what Cornbread put out on the internet. She will not be returning for season 15, and she said, sorry, it wasn't my decision.
I didn't know that.
We know that Cornbread has sort of had some tension with World of Wonder since the show, from what we've heard, some bubblings online. It's a gag, honestly.
She's like a fan favorite.
Dracula's
big time fan favorite.
I feel like they're trying to knock this idea that, like, if you injure yourself, you just get to come back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because there's been all like the memes and the jokes where it's like right when you're about to do your lip sync for your life, just fall and twist your ankle so you can come back next season.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, I get it. Like, this is becoming really predictable now. So maybe World of Wonder is just like, no, we can't have it be if you get injured, you come back.
Mm-hmm.
And Cornbread, unfortunately, was the first of the this rule is done.
Yeah.
She has a career. She'll be good.
Well,
she's doing.
But that's the thing is that she went so early. Like, we love her because we're big fans of the show, but like, are the younger fans who don't really get as into it as we do, or, you know, like follow the queens and everything, you know, are they going to remember Cornbread once we have a final four?
Maybe. I don't know. She did make quite the impact. But I also wanted to say Cornbread wouldn't necessarily be the first, because if we remember, Victoria Scone did not get invited back either on the show.
She did not want to come back.
Oh,
I heard, because she's on tour, like her touring coincided with shooting, and she was just like, no.
No.
Like,
okay, but here's the thing though, like I do think still Cornbread will have a career. I mean, she's already got a Hocus Pocus with Ginger Minj and Kimora Hall.
Yeah.
So she has a future. She'll be fine.
What a weird mix of queens, though, for Hocus Pocus, you know?
Victorian story people love now. So, like, everyone's going to have a career after this season.
Everyone's got a career. Well,
maybe they won't, though.
I mean, Alyssa Hunter is in the chat.
Alyssa Hunter has entered the chat. Hey, if she doesn't get a drag tour out of this, she can certainly call up her gal Sasha Bell for some OnlyFans advice. You know, call up Plastique. I would watch.
Yeah.
Nah.
Alyssa Hunter dropped the OnlyFans.
Wait. When I think of Sasha Bell, I think of you're gonna
That hair.
Don't kiss the pilot.
Oh, I love that. Is one of my favorite musicals. I do love Aryan Airlines.
So she wasn't on Aryan Airlines. She was on the next one with the
no, she was on Team Soul.
Yeah.
So the Soul Plane. We got Soul
Can
Plane.
we just do an episode where we highlight the airplane?
What was that?
Can we just do an episode where we talk about that episode?
Yeah.
In depth, a deep dive into Glamazonian Airways. That was it.
Iconic challenge.
Iconic challenge.
There we go.
But okay, we get into this episode. Everyone's safe. Diabetes is pissed, and frankly, I think I would be too.
Yeah.
You know, it's like we've heard some rumblings online that Snatch Game may not have been as bad as it was presented to us.
Mhm.
Yes, and Jiria make a post or something. You showed it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That she said that they edited out all her stuff, and she did all the Tammy Brown possible, which I love me some Tammy Brown, and I was really excited for that. So
I mean, we were talking about it last week. It was like, where were the catchphrases? And now it almost seems that they were all intentionally edited out, perhaps, which is wild. Like, Snatch Game being the most important episode of the season, like, why would production intentionally give us a bad Snatch Game? You know,
maybe because it like wasn't good enough to warrant being like a good Snatch Game. It was just fine. So they're like, how do we make better TV? Let's make it bad.
Well,
like, because we're all talking about it. If the Snatch Game was just subpar, we would just be like, work.
Yeah, we'd be like, okay, whatever, another.
I think it was edited to be that bad. But here's my thing, though. Diabetes is Bitter Betty. I know y'all are fans of her. I've seen you talk that you like her. I think she's talented. I think she's good. But she is no Crystal Method. I'm sorry. And I think she has such an attitude. She has so much tude. And I'm not here for it.
I mean, she's not Crystal Method. She's Diabetes.
Yeah.
She doesn't need to be Crystal Method.
No, Diabetes is annoying. Annoys the crap out of me.
I
prefer
will say
Jasmine
though,
over
as far as like drag families being on Drag Race, no one's ever been compared as hard as Diabetes is to Crystal Method.
because she is like a clone of her mother.
But she's not.
They have the same
People who
makeup.
say that just don't understand like makeup.
Okay, at the end of the day, though, like if there was one of them that was like affable, it would totally be Diabetes, in my opinion, out of drag. Like I actually think Diabetes is actually kind of cute.
We are going to get this the next time Josh watches season 14. We're going to get the Candy Muse edit where Josh is going to be like, okay, actually, I like Diabetes now. Diabetes. I don't know what I was thinking the first time. Why didn't y'all tell me?
I agree, Madam Caliente. I was just about to say this. I love Diabetes, and a lot of people I know love Diabetes because she's saying what we're thinking. Because everybody was making memes on Twitter like, oh, all the queens are going to be RuPaul's age by the time the season ends. And the audience is pissed that no one's going home, and Diabetes is the only queen on the season being like, yeah, why are none of us going home? What's going on?
Honestly, y'all, remember we did our rank of seasons, if we were to rank the season right now, it would be in the bottom 3 worst seasons of all time. It's horrible. It is not a good season. I'm bored.
I don't know that it's bottom 3.
I'd maybe put it in bottom 5.
I put it in bottom 4. How about that?
Like regular, what are we talking like all seasons, regular
Just
seasons?
regular US.
Regular seasons. It's in the bottom.
Bottom.
It's worse than season 11.
Bottom middle for me. It's lackluster.
No way.
Yeah, the drama's not good. There's not been any good fights.
No, too many people. I think 14 is too many for the show. I think 14 is too many, 13 or 12.
14 is too many, particularly when no one's going home.
You know?
Exactly. Yeah, it's just too many episodes of that. And someone's still going to win a golden ticket. So someone's still not going to go home. There's going to be another episode. It's just like.
Hi, Adrian.
I disagree. I think 13 was way better. And I think 12 was way better.
A long time way better than 13. That's shocking to me because
I thought 13 was great.
I loved 13. What this season feels like to me, this season feels like an international season, which like sounds like a read.
Yes, it
does.
does.
Why do you think so?
Because the international seasons seem to like not have as much like, and it sounds shady, but like thought put into the seasons
Unless
or
it's
like money
UK2.
put into the seasons, and
Unless it's UK2.
even
UK2 was
UK though doesn't seem to have as high of a budget
That's also true, though.
as
I agree
US,
with
and
that.
just this season is kind of coasting along like a forgotten random franchise, you know?
It almost feels like it's secondary to this all winner season that's going to happen.
Yeah, I think they definitely fell victim to all of the new stuff that's happening in the, RuPaul extended universe. And they're just not getting like the writing they deserve and the forethought they deserve. But
There's too many drag races now. There should be
yeah,
US and UK, maybe Canada.
my laptop's dying. Give me 1 second.
Okay, Thailand too, because Thailand's kind of original too.
Thailand is, I mean, I'm intrigued to see. I would actually, out of any franchise, go back and watch Thailand. I think it's going to give the best, most original content. Like, I mean, even down to like Miss Kim Huai getting removed from the competition in season 2 is iconic. The bitch brought a motorcycle on this, like a fake motorcycle on the stage.
I actually preferred UK versus the world to this season so far.
But I think, I don't know, it seems like the production teams are getting spread a little too thin.
Very that. Very that.
Is that it just sort of feels, I mean, Alex, you also kind of came for RuPaul's look tonight.
Oh my God, it was bad. I was girl, what is this?
I was watching old seasons of Drag Race recently, and RuPaul's makeup was not good early on.
No, it was not. No. I mean, it was fine.
No, it was a mess. It was like Sasha Bell. It was Sasha Bell. It was Derek Barry when she tried putting on the eyebrows. It was that.
Oh my God.
Adrian thinks UK versus the world over this.
Much I don't agree with the eliminations, I do think UK versus the world was better.
UK versus the world gave, it gave extraordinary looks. It gave extraordinary performances. It was emotionally devastating, and I felt sort of pitter-pattered out towards the end because of how it went down. But
hey, I liked watching them come for blood, though. I don't care.
It was exciting. I apologize. I'm a Gemini and going so far off subject. I'm sorry. I apologize. Let's talk about lip syncs.
What?
Let's talk about these lip syncs.
Oh, we do got to get into it.
I feel like we're going to get through these lip syncs pretty quickly.
We will.
I'm not worried that we had a 13-minute tangent.
Okay.
Tangent.
Bracket 1. As we know how this works is the first queen is chosen at random. She gets to choose her opponent. The opponent then gets to choose the song from a short list. Jasmine Kennedy is the first pick, and she predictably chooses Diabetti.
Shady boots.
So set up for that from the moment this episode started. Dia wanted Jasmine out. Jasmine wanted to mess with Dia.
I guarantee every single ball in that hopper had Jasmine Kennedy on it. Every single one.
Every single one of them.
Every single one. Rigor Morris, girl. Every single one.
Come on, prod.
So Jasmine Kennedy gets pulled. She chooses Dia. Dia chooses Respect by Aretha Franklin. The best, and that is what I've been saying all season, is that they are going to take Jasmine out on a series of songs that just aren't her bailiwick. They aren't her wheelhouse.
What on there would have Jasmine Slade at on that list?
I thought she would have done well with the Beyonce. I think she would have done. I mean, she was right walking off that stage. She had nothing to feel bad about.
Yeah,
all of her performances were good.
They were all great. She just got sort of out-genred, it seems.
Yeah.
I agree.
She got outperformed, not out-abilitied or anything, but just in that moment, she was not the star.
Honestly, Jasmine though, I love Jasmine. I love the archetype like Jasmine. She's like a Laganja Stranja. She's like an Alyssa Edwards. She's definitely a House of Edwards family. She will probably be adopted by Alyssa one day because she's very that family, which I love that family because they're all messes and don't know they're messes. And they're naturally hot messes. And that's why I just kind of fell in love with Jasmine, truthfully. And she's a Gemini like me, so I understand her personality. She just likes to stir the pot without knowing she's doing it all the time. So, like, very Jasmine, and I love it. I'm obsessed with her. She's my favorite.
I think she's great. Madame Caliente, I do have a little bit of an issue with your comments. So Dio won the lip sync because Jasmine was doing too much for Aretha Franklin. Agreed. You know, it was very... you make me feel like a natural woman, you know, the trees and they're serving the vibes, and you had little
Kenya Michaels,
little Kenya Michaels, like the ballet routine, where it was just the wrong fit for the song. You know,
I feel like Jasmine didn't realize that this lip sync SmackDown was going to actually be judged by performances and not just like, yes, mama, you bucked the most. The house down boots.
Step, drop, and side kick, and side split, and twirl and split, and twirl and split, and death drop.
I disagree with the second part that neither was good. I thought Daya... number one, I think they both served a solid performance. I thought Daya's was more... Was this my favorite lip sync of the night? No. But I thought that Daya served a perfectly serviceable lip sync. I enjoyed it.
Sure, I agree.
Yeah, and especially her being in this 2000s scene kid look, which is so not for an Aretha Franklin song. The fact that I didn't care that she was wearing this just absolutely insane wig doing this number, I'm like, go off, queen.
She definitely had a lip sync outfit ready for like Pink's Get This Party Started.
Which I was kind of hoping they would give to her. I was hoping she was gonna get some Pink.
I just want to know why Diabetti chose that look, because that look would have fit none of the songs.
No, but I think she wanted to represent herself. You know, like she's gonna go out and be herself out there. Work, girl.
Work, diva.
Work, mama.
That's just a really specific reference that I'm like, RuPaul's probably like, what the fuck? If there's anything RuPaul doesn't get, it's probably like the early 2000s.
RuPaul turned to Michelle and said, "Is that Poppy?"
What is going on?
Where was the read about? Oh, we'll talk about that later. I'm sorry. I was like, was that the read about seduction? But that was later into it.
Oh, no, the read about seduction was later. How do you feel? It always makes me feel a little weird when one of the queens is like blocking off the other queen, but like Daya did it so naturally that it didn't feel uncomfortable. She was just like, y'all are gonna look at me.
Exactly. Yeah. Not one time did she turn around and like look and try to keep moving and doing that thing.
No.
That's when it's like, no, you're just being shitty and thinking whoever's in the front is gonna win.
I think she did a great job. Daya definitely won that lip sync. Unfortunately, I'm sad for it because I would have loved Miss Jasmine to not have to worry, but
hang around. But that's just the first round. Next up, Willow is chosen from Calix's basket. I just thought, like, what kind of a name is Calix? I need to know how he spells it.
And RuPaul kept saying it.
Calix.
RuPaul never says the names of the pit crew, but Calix, Diva, this is your moment.
Calix, this is your moment. Next up, Willow is chosen. She chooses Bosco. Smart choice. You know, and that's the thing, is that once the game is exposed that the opponent gets to choose the song, I think it behooves you, and Willow had it right, choose someone who will choose the song you want. You know, choose someone who will choose a song that you would also like, and you have to be confident that you can beat them at their, you know, on the same turf. Because the problem is, like with Jasmine and Daya, very different styles of lip syncing. You know, and then when, you know, so when Daya gets to choose the territory, Jasmine's like automatically fish out of water. Unintended hannies.
Oh, Lord. Can I just say though, with this choice, we're gonna get to this lip sync, right? Because this is a controversial one we're talking about.
Never too much, Luther Vandross.
I liked the choice, and once I heard the song, I was like, why is Luther Vandross one of the options? That's interesting. And then the song was played, and I was like, oh, I know this song. Okay, this works. And I think that we have like a controversial opinion here, but I think Willow Pill did a great job in that lip sync. And I know you guys were like, oh, it was just meh, it was just me of the road.
Well, okay, you express your opinion, then Alex will provide the counterpoint.
I thought Willow did a great job, and I think Willow was just really natural with it, and I really enjoyed watching her do it. Maybe it's because I just love Willow, but I think Willow did a great job in that lip sync. I think what she was trying to do, she was making it very natural and true to the song, and I thought it was great. I thought it was like it was flawless. Not flawless.
Caliente was not feeling it.
What is the she wasn't trying to like it wasn't extra. It was just enough that it just fit the song well.
You felt that it was very natural, very heartfelt, very vulnerable.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
Yeah. Josh really enjoyed the lip sync. Alex, how did you feel about the lip sync?
So I'm just pulling up our literal text messages because what Josh actually said was Willow, and this was after the lip sync, okay? Or no, during the lip sync.
During the lip sync,
Josh texts the group chat titled Alone in the VIP, which is the three of us, and says, Willow deserves to win the whole season. Willow was so good in this lip sync. Josh, do you think that was a win the season performance?
I think that it's an overall performance. I think she deserves her or Angeria deserve to win the season. I think they're the best.
No, Josh, based on this lip sync.
Yes, I loved it. I was looking for it.
It has a lot of Cynthia Lee Fontaine energy of like, oh, I loved it.
I did. I thought it was amazing. Okay, leave me alone.
This was not a bad lip sync. She did fine. She did good.
No, I do not think it was Denali doing the bucking. I did not think, or the duck walk. No, it was not 100% pure love. It was that Laganja Stranger versus Trinity K. Bonet, which is now in my top 5 lip syncs of all time. No, it wasn't that, but it was really good.
Josh, are you high?
I want to pull up Madame Caliente's message right here.
I might be having a stroke. I'm not having a stroke.
Because my response to Josh's message in the group chat was literally, Josh, are you high?
I'm not high. I'm sober right now. And I should be drinking, but I'm not. And whatever, okay?
So,
I'm not high.
We can save our disagreement for the pod. And I say, LOL, Josh, are you high? So, Madame Caliente, thanks for being on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was really good.
I thought it was fine. At first I thought that Bosco was going to win it. I thought that Bosco did real well. Willow, like, the way that she, like, penguin shuffled her way back and forth. I love
that. I love the penguin shuffle. I love the duck walk.
I think the moment that she won the lip sync was when the guitar started happening and she did, like, the little face with the guitar. And I'm like, yeah, pussy guitar. I'm like, go off. There you go.
I love my Willow Pill.
Yeah,
but she did. She served the song, and that's where I'll disagree with Sam a little bit. Is I don't think Bosco really was ever in the lead in this. It wasn't like she got dragged, like it, it wasn't like that. But I just think that okay, Willow's gonna win this one.
I'm kind of surprised with Bosco's performance, like as a lip syncer, because did anyone else watch her Voldemort video? Like that girl can lip sync and very well.
I think she was wearing a lame outfit too. Like I really think that this like thong bra, like tiny corset thing really did not aid to like what she was doing.
She was like Lady Gaga during a concert.
I know, like her look was just like, it didn't really speak to who she is. Like, I guess it does because she's just like, I'm always naked and sexy, which is like work. But I would have loved to have seen her in a more like artsy, colorful look because she does those too.
Mm-hmm. I hear that. It was all just fine for me, like it was all just fine.
After this conversation, I will never think about this lip sync again.
Bosco sticks was great. Do y'all know what Bosco sticks are?
Yes, they're delicious.
That's what she's. I think that's what she's named after is the sticks. She just won't say it. I mean, that's the only thing that she's probably worth. But I do think
I'm just being shady and bringing that comment back up again.
awful.
How do we pin a comment?
I'm able to.
Just every time, just throw it up there.
I'm not.
I know you're not. That's what makes it funny. Explaining jokes on the Couch Potato Queens. It's our favorite activity. Next, though, I wanted to get into what, for me, was one of the top 2 lip syncs of the night. And it was the 3-way lip sync.
Yeah.
Nigeria, Lady Camden, and Georges. This arguably was my favorite of the night.
But Georgia's picking Beyonce when J-Lo was one of the options. What was that?
But here's the thing, is that listening to the radio was like more in line with what Jasmine does than the J-Lo song.
Ooh.
The J-Lo song was not like a standard like cha-cha bust a hip J-Lo song, you know?
That's true.
She's playing defensive.
I think she's playing defensive also potentially because we know that Georges does a lot of J-Lo. You know, she's talked about it before. It's not like she didn't know what the song was. And she's heard it ahead of time. I think she could have potentially been saving it in case she got knocked out around radio.
Yeah.
You know, like she still has that one in her pocket.
Yeah.
And would have a high chance of getting it.
Yeah.
Now it was a little contentious. We were all yep, Alex, if you want to pull it up. Nigeria beat Georges and Camden. Sorry, but there was some rigor mortis, girl.
Absolutely.
And that's what I want to talk about. Alex, do you express your opinion?
We, again, to reference our group chat, when we were texting, we're like, there's no way this is Nigeria. And all that was going through my mind is I'm like, okay, well, here's Destiny's Child and Nigeria's the Beyonce.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it seemed like here's the performer and she has 2 backup dancers. That's what it seemed like.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not just because she was in the middle, but like she was the one serving Beyonce and serving like the vibe of the song.
I agree completely. I thought she was serving face. I actually think this was her stronger lip sync.
I agree.
Out of the 2.
I think Nigeria performed the best overall this whole episode.
I think Nigeria did a great job in this lip sync. She did.
Yeah.
We all thought she was gonna win.
I thought they didn't want to dangle Georges too close to the bottom. Because I think they're trying to keep Georges around for a minute.
This whole season, though, why do they love Georges so much?
Because RuPaul wants to fuck Georges. Like, that's all it comes down. In the same way that Ru wanted to fuck Crystal Method. Like,
RuPaul is obsessed with Georges. Anytime RuPaul tells a queen, you're born for drag, they're going to make it far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly, Courtney. Ru loves Georges. That's why.
Ru loves, like, a young queen who has her look together, is probably great performer. You know? Ru's always obsessed with the... Look at how Ru treated Tyra. And Tyra was a mess in front of Ru.
Sanchez, the worst winner of all time, man.
But, like, Ru was obsessed with Tyra. If you remember.
Yeah.
She was the other Tyra.
Tyra could do no wrong. Georges is the other Tyra.
Oh my God. I feel like season 2 is secretly one of your favorite seasons. I feel like season 2 is like number 2 on your list.
Season 2 is pretty high up for me because it's so messy.
You love season 2.
I love a messy season. Yeah. You know, I love sloppy drag.
It's underrated.
Like, I love all of that. It makes great television.
So many good
ones. In the same way that I feel about Dragula, though, or any drag show, is that, like, there is sort of a golden era when it is still sort of messy and crunchy, but, like, very real, very human, and also great fucking television.
I agree.
Can you pull up Madame Caliente's little line right there?
Season 1 through 3.
That's because you're a Gen Z. That's because you're a Gen Z.
Welcome to the stage.
You out, Madame Caliente. You are Gen Z.
Season 2, episode 2, as we all know, is my single favorite episode of Drag Race. Josh
Who
was
wants-
watching
Who wants the pie?
I watched it recently.
You know you want the pie, Miss Nicole.
We should just do an episode where like it's our favorite episodes of Drag Race history. We just review, each of us pick an episode.
We could pick all of our favorite. Do a ranking list.
Of
Yeah,
our
no,
favorite
I'm just gonna pick
episodes.
like some random episode from season 8 because of some weird Bob the Drag Queen reference.
No, and this includes All Stars, right? Because I would 100%.
We can't all choose Read You Wrote You. That's
You know
not
what I
fair.
would choose? I would choose a few episodes from season 7. One, episode 2 of season 7, but also the episode where they get into duos. Or like the ex queens come back. And it's
yeah.
the end with the
That's a
end.
good
Sasha
episode.
Velour.
The Siamese Twins.
One of the best episodes of all time. It's amazing.
Alex, I would say choose, if you were going for season 8, you would have to choose the Empire Challenge because that's also Wheels or Heels.
That's what I was gonna
That's an
pick.
incredible episode.
Wheels or Heels. The only thing Robbie Turner has ever done well is say wheels.
Wheels. And also Bob's performance in the Empire Challenge is iconic.
Oh yeah.
Actually,
I would
one of
also
my favorite challenges
finale.
of all time because of Bob.
I would
Yeah.
choose the season 9 finale or the season 9 live finale because it changed Drag Race.
It did.
Predictable.
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 How about
Predictable.
the opposite? Everyone thought that Shea Coulee would win.
Slay Kool-Aid.
Yeah, she was outslayed by Sasha with the
She
race.
sure was. Okay, so now we get into bracket number 2. We got the losers round, and they're trying to keep themselves from the bottom. First up, we get Lady Camden, who chooses Bosco. And it seems like Bosco is really the target, a little bit the punching bag of the evening. That doesn't bode well. You know, that like you're the one that people are like, I can beat her.
Poor girl.
You know,
Who do
that,
you
like,
choose? Bosco.
but
The Gordon is going to have the golden ticket. It's obvious.
Milk. Oh my god, we were real scared there for a minute that this would be a golden ticket episode.
To reference the group chat, at one point I said, if this is the golden ticket episode, I will jump out my window. Don't worry, I live in a 1-story home. It was just all for the dramatic effect.
Camden murdered this lip sync. Her ballet background helped, and she was so sexy and she emoted so well. So speaking of Camden, first of all, I want to go back to the 3-person lip sync for a moment. When she missed the fucking dips. Okay, we had 1 dip, 2 dips, and then she was just like, no.
Let me crawl onto the ground.
Let me
I
crawl
love
to the ground.
Camden.
Let me slowly and arthritically.
Guys, I'm kind of disappointed in Camden, though. I thought she'd be stronger.
You really did. You were a big fan of the
I
time.
was really excited about her. She is one of my picks. I don't know who my other picks were, but I think most of them are still there.
It also seems like her drag has maybe gotten better since the show. Like her makeup was very different in the promo look.
Yeah.
Hi, Christine.
Hi, Christine. To a lesbian for Lady Camden. I mean, a little bit.
She's adorable, but like I'm kind of disappointed. I don't think she's bringing it as much as I thought she'd bring it.
I hear that. Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, she is who she is. I don't think we're gonna get like a winner out of Lady Camden. I think she's a sugar cane, you know? She's just there to be like a fun little narrator and win a challenge or make things interesting. But I don't think she's ever been a real
She's
threat.
good TV. She's fun TV.
She's
I don't think
decent
anyone-
TV.
But honestly, of all these people in the game, I don't think any of them really deserve to win.
I disagree. I think Ingeria for me is up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Willow.
Willow's got to turn it out for me more though.
I
You know?
don't
I
mean,
don't think the Rugrats producer should be there any longer. I think Rugrats producers got to go.
Who's Rugrats producer?
Deja Sky.
I don't know. I like Deja. I mean, we haven't even talked about her all this episode, but
She was
like,
saved. She was
my
saved.
dream girls are holding on, Georges and Deja.
I think that Daya could be a winner.
No.
I think she could be too.
I think she could be a winner.
100%.
I think if Daya makes it to the final 4, I think as long as Willow's not in the final 4, I think Daya and Willow are the 2 that will come up with the most like unique, interesting finale moments.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because like, and if Injiri's there, she'll look gorgeous and fucking stunning. Bet.
Right.
you know, but Daya and Willow will come up with something that's like a gag.
I think that Willow is going to win this game. I think.
Because remember, this is where her being like Crystal Method comes in handy, where she can now go back to her drag family and be like, okay, I'm in the final 4. You were a piñata for your episode. What do we do?
Also, Willow hasn't really been done before. Willow's like a new thing, and they like to give a win to someone who hasn't done. They like to have like a different type of winner every season.
Well, why is no one comparing Willow to Evie? Why aren't they like, wow, Willow?
I don't think Willow and Evie
have drag queen
anything in common other than the fact that they both have illnesses.
I disagree. I see some crossover in their looks. I would say though, it would be really funny to me if Diabetti won, because it would be oh no, Crystal and Gigi were in the same finale. I was gonna say, well, because it would be Gigi's drag daughter won season 13, and then Crystal's drag daughter won season 14. Which would be very funny.
Amazing fucking Gigi good looks right now. Gigi is stunning.
Looks incredible. Gorgeous.
She looks.
I think Willow or Daya is gonna win. Yeah, and I would love to see Angeria though. The Angeria has been my winner pick since
top 3. You know, top 3, baby. Yeah. So Lady Camden chooses Bosco, and they compete to En Vogue's "Don't Let Go."
Girl, it's En Vogue.
And no, it's not. It's En
Vogue. E10 Vogue.
It's French. You say, but it's okay. I'm not gonna.
Okay.
Wait, Alex, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say that it's French and that it's En Vogue.
Oh, well, then I'm dumb and I'm sorry.
It's N E-N
E-N
E-N. It's En Vogue.
I'm sorry, I'm so dumb.
No, it's okay, John.
This is why I do Big Brother.
Sorry. I'm being toxic as hell, y'all.
Bosco chooses "Don't Let Go" by En Vogue. Okay, so I was a little surprised that Bosco didn't turn it out more, but I was also surprised that Lady Camden, a little surprised that she won. Her eyes were closed for like most of the lip sync.
Is she high or something? Is she having a stroke?
Christine.
Yeah,
thank you for clearing that up.
Cleared it up, Christine.
Thank you so much.
It's En Vogue.
Christine, the true comedy queen of the season.
The true comedy queen of the season.
That's homophobic. Okay.
So
Josh not knowing French is homophobia.
It is. It's homophobic.
Homophobic. It's not homophobic, it's homophobic. Okay.
Okay, so did anyone else have an issue though with Lady Camden having her eyes closed for the whole lip sync?
I wasn't here for it. I thought
it was weird. I did not get this lip sync at all.
I think Lady Camden should have lost.
It was like, it could have gone either way for me. It was another one of those where I was like, I
wasn't gagged.
I wasn't gagged.
I really want the Spice Girls to win Drag Race, y'all. Okay, like really
very, very 90s, very girl group.
I'm very like the Spice Girls. My life is to be like Jerry Halliwell.
I worship the Spice Girls.
Very 90s.
Their girl group.
Because that is what I was thinking when I was in high school. I was actually 3 when the Spice Girls came out, you know, girl power.
So, Madam Caliente loved this lip sync.
Came out, I would be.
Josh, what were your thoughts on this lip sync?
Wait, who? I had a really good line coming up, I promise. I said I was going to say if I was in high school during that time, I was going to be, what's her name? The really old one who was to dance like in place during a lip sync. What's her name?
Oh, like Charlie Hides.
Charlie Hides, yes, that was my line. I was gonna say, like, if I really did love the Spice Girls in the 90s, I'd be Charlie Hides.
I'm glad that we workshopped this joke for you, Josh.
This was really valuable input. Always a top contributor, folks. So you liked it? Like so you didn't like it? No. Do you know what lip sync we're talking about?
Charlie Hides, I'm kidding. Spice Girl versus what's her name? Lady Camden versus Bosco.
Yes. Okay. What were your thoughts? How did you feel?
I didn't like it. It was
Spice
Girls versus Lady Gaga, but like the American Superstars version, where it wasn't the actual person; it was like a fake performance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Alex, how did you feel about this one?
No. I feel like this is when RuPaul just got to be like, "Who's my favorite? Like, who do I prefer?" Okay.
But I feel like she preferred.
It was a filler lip sync. It was a filler lip sync.
It was a filler lip sync.
I did like the line that we got from Camden though. That was like, "And I'm over here looking like Sonic the Hedgehog's girlfriend."
I
like
that.
Very like, girl, you do.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do, girl. Work.
And then we get Angeria versus Jasmine to J-Lo's Love Don't Cost a Thing. I felt like it was an even matchup. I felt like I did not know who was like, if I wasn't like, ooh, production, I felt like I didn't really know who was going to walk through the door.
Yeah. I mean, I knew that Jasmine.
Because we know about the production, but in terms of the lip sync itself.
Yeah. No, I disagree 100%. There was a very clear moment when Angeria won this lip sync, and it was towards the end when, what is the part where there's like a background vocal or something?
I don't know the song well enough, but yeah, she did the.
But there's like a background vocal that's just like a lot of like really traily background vocals. And Jasmine Kennedy was singing the background vocals and Angeria was singing the lead.
Yep.
And I'm like, girl,
yes, that is true.
I'm like, you don't do that. You do not do that.
I think Jasmine would make a really good backup dancer.
But you don't do that in Drag Race. If there's ever a moment where like with Aretha Franklin, when you get the re, Jasmine was doing those. She was doing the re-re-re's. You don't do those. You sing the lead, not the re-re-re.
Oh, 100%. You sing exactly.
And when she stopped singing the lead at the end of that lip sync, I was like, "No, you lost. You lost the lip sync. This was very even matched, but you just lost the lip sync."
Okay, no, I think that's a valid point. I agree with that. Josh, did you have any more additional thoughts on this lip sync?
I'm just sad because I really like Jasmine.
Well, she's not gone yet.
But, I mean, I liked Angeria, and I knew that Angeria was going to win it. But like,
so Angeria wins that lip sync. We get into the final lip sync: Jasmine v. Bosco, swept away by Diana Ross. This was, I thought, the perfect song for both of them. I think. Yes, there was no way that they were going to send Bosco home and keep Jasmine after Jasmine had been in 7 lip syncs this season.
Is that a record?
Well, I mean, like, it's different now that they're doing the Lollapaloozas, but even before that,
Coco did 5, right?
Because she lost multiple lip syncs. So if she had like won all those lip syncs, that would be like a record.
More of a, yes, very slay.
But the fact that she lost 3 of these lip syncs, like, no.
Isn't 4 the most, though? Or someone did 5, right?
Winning, no. Cameron Michaels might have made it to 5, and I think Simone had like a bunch of lip sync wins as well, technically. But because of the formats changed, in a regular season, typically like top tier lip sync assassin makes it to 4.
That's what Coco did 4.
But her losing multiple lip syncs in a Lollapalooza does not a lip sync assassin make.
But she won 4 of them, so she is a lip sync assassin. She did.
Yeah. No, I mean, even without this episode, like she was, we still call TKB a lip sync assassin.
Yeah.
Even though she's lost a bunch since her original run.
All-Stars or something.
I
think Jasmine will be an All-Star.
I think she will as well. I feel like this episode was almost dedicated to like, we have to say goodbye to Georges or Jasmine. They are both extraordinary lip syncers, and we are going to get our money's worth.
Yeah.
My favorite thing that RuPaul said tonight was, one of you will be going home and it's gonna hurt.
Obsessed.
Did I say this season, like RuPaul throws out these lines this season where it's like she's shady this season. She's been a shady lady.
Because she doesn't care anymore. She's like, I have no repercussions in this world. I can say whatever I want.
And Ru has said publicly that she like doesn't enjoy doing this anymore. She's
No.
like, this is a job.
She's going to work. Like, imagine how you feel going to your 9 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
That's how RuPaul feels.
Yeah.
So how much longer do you think Drag Race has, y'all? How much do you think?
As long as the check's still clear.
Yeah. RuPaul's not giving up on this.
Inventing Anna. Did you guys see it?
Yes, of course.
Just don't worry, it's the wire is coming. The wire is just waiting.
That was IP.
Don't talk about my body.
You look ugly. What are you wearing?
You look poor.
You look poor. Great snatch character.
Oh, someone's gonna be Anna Delvey. You know it.
I'm being Anna Delvey for Halloween. I decided.
Are you?
I need to get the accent down, but I'm going to do it. Oh my god, that would be the funniest snatch game. Can you imagine?
That's what we just
We
said.
can.
Oh,
We just
so funny. It would be
always a top contributor, Josh.
Okay, Alex, you know what? Good Anna Delvey. I'm going to ask the question. Super Sally went to the
In our final lip sync, swept away by Diana Ross, Bosco finally pulls out the stripper moves. We waited. We waited all episode for Bosco to really turn it out. And like, I felt like we got a solid 85% from her in this lip sync. I think that Bosco would have gotten taken out if Jasmine didn't make the decision to do a campier approach.
I agree, because she's not good at it.
No, she doesn't know how to do, like, her version of camp is like leaning over and like shuffling around. That's campy for her, like very like old school. Like, hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime doll.
Like, girl, you don't know comedy. This is not the time. Your final lip sync on RuPaul's Drag Race is not your time to decide to be a comedy queen.
This whole time she was a comedy queen, y'all. The whole time.
I'm going to bus. Maxine.
Oh, it was too funny. Josh, how did you feel about this lip sync?
I thought that Jasmine was high or just had a stroke.
Josh, reclaiming the narrative right there.
The narrative, baby. But I agree. I thought it was a weird choice. Do you feel that she could have won it if she went with her traditional approach?
No.
No.
I think she could have.
No, I think that they wanted her gone. It was time for Jasmine to go. It was. I love her to death. She was one of my favorite queens this season, just for the shits and giggles. But I think production wanted her out.
One thing that was bothering me about her this whole episode was that like crunchy wig that she was wearing, and it had like these 3 hairs that were like this on like the side of it. They were like, and it just looked terrible.
It was a little Dita Ritz. It was
like these wig hairs were just like pulled the wrong way and like stuck to her forehead. And and it was from the beginning of the episode. Like the second she walked on stage, this wig looked crunchy as hell.
It's called the Dita Ritz wig.
So I'm just like, girl, what are you wearing? Like the outfit was fine, but like, why are you wearing this wig?
Mm-hmm. She was back to her old makeup games. You know, it was
can
like,
I please, just for fun,
Willow or Bosco or
Ingeria.
Bosco or Willow or one of the 3.
Yeah. They're not giving it to Deja. I
think whoever goes next week will have the golden ticket.
I think if Georges has the golden ticket, she's top 3.
Oh,
the top 4. I think it's whichever girl they want to make it to the top 4 that they can't necessarily justify sending there.
Yeah.
At this point, whoever has the ticket is going to go to the finals.
Mm-hmm.
There's like no way. Like they'd have to get the ticket and go home the next episode.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. So let's talk about in our last couple minutes the remaining girls. Because how many are we at now? Are we at
Final
7?
7, yeah, because there were there were 7 lip syncers plus Deja. So we're at top 7. We're going to lose 3 girls. Who do we think we're going to lose in the next few weeks?
Deja Sky.
Deja, Georges, and Bosco.
Deja and Georges, definitely, and then it's between Bosco and I'd say
or you could trade Camden and Georges.
No, I think Georges is definitely in that 3, and I think Deja Sky is definitely in that 3 that's leaving. And then I think the last spot will be between Camden and Bosco, whoever that last one is for 50.
Interesting. I don't see Camden making top 4. I don't think they'll even put her there. There's like, what is she, what has she really done?
They're giving her a lot of screen time. They're like, we're supposed to give a shit about this queen.
You know what I think, guys? I think next season 15 is a season. Yeah, season 15 is going to be really good. I feel like. I think season 15 is going to be like an amazing season.
Work. Let's figure out who this top 4 is, though.
Okay, I definitely think Willow's there. I definitely think Anjiri is there. I definitely think Diabetes there. It's just that 4th spot.
Really? You both think Diabetes a lock for the finals?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, we've talked about it from the beginning. She's consistently gotten more screen time than she merited. I also think she understands that she is making television right now in a way that the other queens do not.
Exactly.
And it seems like she's like kind of tried to explain that as well. Like in Tuck, she was just kind of like, I'm expressing my opinion. Like, this is what we're supposed to do.
Everyone else is like, you seem like maybe you're having a little bit of issues. And she's like, no, I'm on TV.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm on television. Yeah, I said that about her. They're like, well, you said this about Jasmine. And then she's like, yeah, because she was annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Like she doubled down hard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I think that Diabetes understanding what it takes to make a season and what it takes to hang around. Because if they're like in a toss-up over, maybe we'll let this queen through to the finals, maybe we'll let that queen through, they're going to let the one through who makes good TV.
Exactly. And they're going to let the one through that the fans are going to be mad about. They love having a villain in the final 4 because then you can be like, I want anybody to win except this queen. Like, think about how many tweets about RuPaul's Drag Race happened last season because Candy was in the top.
Oh, but
think about it. They love putting someone that the fans.
They also loved their rosé. Everyone loved rosé except for the 2 of you.
I've met Rosé since. She's a lovely person.
We never thought she wasn't. We just didn't like her drag.
We didn't like her on the show.
Sam, now that you've met Rosé, do you think that her looks on that season, do you stand by everything you said about her looks?
100%. They were trash. Hot garbage, baby.
So you tell me, Sally's walking towards the seashore. What does she have on her?
She says, let's talk about Untucked.
Let's talk about Untucked. I also want to talk about, though, Candy Muse significantly saying that she threw the final lip sync against Simone because of those tweets, because of the fans, where she just
I 100% believe that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's like, I want to come out, I want to shake my flag, I want to do my people proud, but like, I did not want to draw the hatred from the fans. Like, I just want my career. I want to do my thing.
Her winning that $100,000 would have ruined her career more than her losing it.
I agree on
that. But okay,
producer Muse
swept away. Unfortunately, Jasmine Kennedy is swept away from the competition. We are left with a top 7. I'm intrigued to see who goes in the next few weeks. I don't think tonight's the night for, it's not an even playing field. Do we want to do superlatives?
No, it's kind of hard with this one.
Because we didn't see sort of like an even performance. I'm excited for next week's episode. I'm hoping that we get some live singing. I don't want 2 lip sync episodes in a row.
I'm so excited for a Moulin Rouge episode.
Leslie Jordan. Thrilled.
It's gonna be
two of our favorite things, Moulin Rouge and Leslie Jordan in one episode.
Thrilled.
We are
Cannot
going to
wait.
Leslie Jordan's everything.
Lady Camden and Bosco look like they're about to go at it in that preview. Very exciting. I want to get a fight. Like I want someone to pull someone's hair. I want bitch I am from Chicago, you know, very.
Do you think I'm arrogant? Do you think I'm arrogant?
Mm-hmm. Do you think I'm arrogant? Do you think I'm arrogant? Incredible.
Wait, what is the Laganja line? What's the Laganja line?
I feel very attacked.
I feel very attacked.
Y'all, this has been a fun week. Thank you for joining us for another episode. Please remember to follow the Couch Potato Queens on Twitter at Couch Potato Queens. That's QWNZ. Instagram at Couch Potato Queens, spelled normally. Subscribe to our channel, like this video, leave a comment below. Tell me how much you feel Yas and Slay and Gorge and Zhuzh. Because we love you and it helps us if you leave a little comment. Thank you so much. Now it's time for us to plug ourselves individually. Who's up first?
You can find me on Instagram at alexknowsitall.jpg, and you can find me on Twitter at alexknowsitall_.
You can follow me on Twitter at Mendels8 and Instagram at Mendels8 as well.
And you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Sam Meyer Comedy. That's MEIER. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Please do not let anyone dull your sparkle. We love you. We'll see you next week. Bye.